Hello, everyone, and welcome to the episode of the Caffeinated Librarians, MPL's pop culture podcast. We are concluding our bad movie series with my pick, which is the 2015 space opera film Jupiter Ascending, directed and co-produced by the Wachowski siblings. And the film stars Mila Kunis, Channing Tatum, with Sean Bean, Eddie Redmayne, and Douglas Booth in supporting roles. So I'm going to try to do the basic plot as quickly as I can, although my notes are like several pages long.
Mila Kunis is a gene, identical gene to Space Queen?
I can't even remember the term they use in the
gene
film.
print they use, but I don't know. Yeah.
We'll call it reincarnation.
Yeah, I equated it to like a reincarnation.
Because it's confusing.
Yes.
But, so Jupiter Jones, played by Mila Kunis, is a young woman from an immigrant family, and she, her mom, and her relatives clean homes for a living. Needless to say, she's very dissatisfied with her life. She has big dreams, but it seems like she's just perpetually stuck in a loop, quite literally, because it's like the same scene, alarm goes off, cleans house, comes back home. So she's not a very happy person. However, her life takes a turn, a very dramatic turn, when she goes to donate her eggs because she wants to purchase a telescope, and she's almost murdered by space aliens.
I loved how those ones looked. They're like the creepy little gray guys. They were sick. They
kind of reminded me of the aliens in Men in Black.
Yes.
For those of you that are familiar, that's what came into my head. She is rescued, however, by a very sexy man.
A dog man.
Wolf man.
No, he said something like a wolf, so I think that meant a dog.
So he has canine-esque.
Cane-wise.
Exactly.
The names in this movie are fantastic.
They are. And he's played by Channing Tatum, who looks very good in black. So he rescues Jupiter, and he drops a bomb on her that she is heir to the planet Earth, and she's also, at this point, he doesn't know yet at this point that she's like a reincarnation yet. He finds that he does?
No, he doesn't know at this
Sean
point.
Sean Bean
yet.
tells him, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Basically that she is heir to the planet Earth, and because she is heir to the planet Earth, she is essentially target number one.
From her family, Abraxas.
Yes. So House Abraxas is one of the ruling houses in the very huge empire. There are 3 heads of this house.
There's Khalik, who is she's like pretty like go with the flow, sort of like, oh, it's so lovely out here.
Yes.
There's Titus, who's like the businessman. He wants all the money.
Playboy.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And then there's Eddie Redmayne giving by far my favorite performance he's ever given.
As Balaam or Balaam or Balaam.
Balaam.
And he says every line like this. Except for sometimes he screams. It's so good.
I don't know what his direction was, but he, bless his soul, he gives this his all.
Yeah.
But he's essentially very, very disturbed and has serious mommy issues.
Oh my God, yes.
But he is, of the 3, I think, takes his role as the first primary very seriously.
Maybe a little too seriously.
I would not want to be one of his underlings. And his underlings, by the way, are these fantastic dinosaur-esque.
I love the lizard guys. They're so cool.
I love their
would just
voice.
like call them lizard men.
They got wings too, and who can forget his Grand Vizier, Chicanery Knight.
Yes,
that's his name. I didn't even realize it. I was
just a great sniveling vizier type. If you're like me, you see this guy and you're like,
yes, yes. So he's there to snivel, to grovel, and to tell Balaam what he wants.
What he wants to hear.
Exactly. So Balaam is, prior to Jupiter's arrival on scene, he is the one set to inherit Earth. With Jupiter's sort of arrival, he realizes, well, this puts a wrench in my plans. She must go. So he essentially wants to get rid of her so that there is no one impeding his sort of right to rule Earth.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
the aliens that went to attack her at the
Yeah.
egg donors would suggest that he has known about her for a while because he wouldn't
Yeah.
have waited until she
Yeah,
got
I
back.
like
Yeah.
when he has like the projection of it going. And he's
Yeah.
That was
walking
really
around in
cool.
it. That's a very
That
fun
was
effect,
cool, yeah.
Yeah, and when
they
he,
do similar stuff to that in the fourth Matrix movie.
Oh,
With
okay.
like people sort of like being inserted into scenes and stuff. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
really
the
cool.
Wachowski sisters have a lot of fun with that stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of like the idea of one day getting that kind of technology. It's kind of cool where you can it is a very cool scene the way it's done. And that scene you realize that Balam has some mommy issues, but we'll get to that later. So yeah, so in this universe, there's a very hot commodity. It almost reminded me, I kept on thinking of Dune and the spice must flow. This is what was running through my head. So it's a serum that grants you, it assists with cell regeneration, which technically prolongs your life, gives you that youthful glow.
Yeah,
The one hitch is that it's harvested from people.
yeah.
We are the source
Yes.
of the fountain of youth.
I loved both monologues about this stuff.
Yes.
From Khalik when she's just
Yeah.
like, "There's only one thing worth fighting for and killing for: time."
Yeah.
Great stuff happening there. That seems
Yeah.
dope. And then there's that bit with Titus where he's
Yeah.
like, "Your planet's a farm."
Like, surprise! And basically, these people are very long-lived. They've lived for a very long time, and
They
like,
also love gene splicing.
they
Yes.
do, yeah, they definitely do. Like, I was thinking about the girl with the mouse ears.
There's Sean Bean, and he's
Oh,
sort
yes.
of like exiled on Earth.
Yes,
Yeah.
and he actually survives in this movie, which
know.
is fantastic.
He's a bee man, and that's dope.
Yeah.
And his house is filled with bees.
Yes.
And when Mila Kunis comes there, they all like crowd around her and like bow to her because
See, now-
bees recognize royalty. Did you know that?
Being stung by bees in various stages of my life, if I had to walk through a house where I was sort of then suddenly surrounded by bees, I would not. No,
But-
I'm gone.
But
Bye.
you see, Mila Kunis has never been stung by a bee because they've always recognized her as royalty.
Exactly, yes. Now, when Channing Tatum's character, Wolf Boy, that's what I'm going to call him, when he realizes that she's royalty, he has a bit of a problem. Now, in my opinion, it's a bit dramatic. Like, it's a little bit dramatic. He has a bit of a problem because he has issues with royalty.
Jeez, I wonder why.
He has issues. Like, if I understood it correctly, like, he bit someone one time and may have killed the person. I think he tore out the person's throat. Don't know what the person did. I'm sure he deserved it.
He's like-
So, and he, like, lost his wings because of it. So he's also a part of this epic story because he wants to get his wings back. He wants to get back into his unit. So he's very self-serving in the beginning.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so like the temporary, thank God they didn't really draw this out. He's a bit twitchy in the beginning. But then he, eventually changes towards Jupiter Jones's character, and he's no longer twitchy, and his motivations behind wanting to make sure that this woman survives to inherit her inheritance, it's really touching.
Changes dramatically.
Yes. The one thing I will say though is about the three primaries is that what happens to Khalik? She like comes in and then dips, and
Yeah.
you never see her again.
I think she's probably just allowed to continue because it's like she wasn't really scheming.
No, she really wasn't.
But I thought she would have had an investment though in kind of making sure that her crazy. I'm assuming he's the eldest.
Yeah.
Like her crazy older brother and her scheming, duplicitous playboy younger brother, like either of them wouldn't have a shot at getting Earth, because for a fact had Balem gotten Earth, he would have probably killed his two siblings. I don't think he has any issue with that. Titus seems to go with the flow. Whoever has the most power, he's like playing. So it was just interesting to me that you don't see her again. Like I would have liked if you see that she's working to sort of assist Jupiter in sort of inheriting the Earth, but it's like I just found it interesting that she comes up and she seems like a pretty like powerful player, and then you don't see her again.
I mean, why would Jupiter want to be with her, though?
Yeah.
Like, they all kind of suck.
Yeah,
No,
they
no,
do.
not like
Yeah,
like
she's
I,
better than the others,
Yeah.
but she still sucks.
Yeah.
Very true. But at least
There's no redeeming qualities with her, even
Yeah.
though her brothers are more deplorable than she is.
Yeah, and I don't know about any of you guys, but that's not a world I would want to live in.
No.
Like, the idea of living forever and becoming so jaded would just like make me want to go crazy. Like I would have been like the mom or at a certain point, yes, kill me. I'm done with all
they're
this.
space aristocrats.
Yeah.
They've gone
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I was like, that does not seem appealing to me one bit. Yeah, I've never liked the idea of living forever or whatever. It's like, it just gets, I would get so lonely. Just watching people die and just living forever has never been an appealing thing for me.
Oh, I mean, even now we've got people trying to do that.
Yeah.
I love seeing things about Brian Johnson occasionally. He's the billionaire who, like, he used to take his son's blood. Now he just takes his plasma.
Oh my god.
In an effort to live forever, and please check this guy out. He's amazing.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
He's farming his son.
His son's okay with it.
Oh, okay. I thought it was. I don't know. I was just
yeah.
picturing the son strapped down.
No, they make videos together where he's like
extracting his plasma.
Probably. I've seen the picture of him holding up the bag of plasma, but like, and genuinely, it's so funny because like he does all this stuff and like everything in his life is calculated so he can live longer, but he just looks like a smooth 40-year-old, and it's like I feel like this is not worth it, buddy.
Oh my god.
Maybe he just has to refine the process a bit more.
Oh, he's been at it for years.
Yeah. So. And we were mentioning this prior to recording, that one of the criticisms of the film was eventually Jupiter Jones, she discovers what makes her happy. Mm-hmm. She resumes her old way of life.
Yeah, what makes her happy is having a dog man around to call her Your Majesty.
And also it's Channing Tatum. So, being with her family, working and having the love of her life and flying together, it's an awesome deal. And people are criticizing, she discovers she inherits the earth, and what does she do? She goes to go back to clean. But what do you expect her to do?
It's a very, it's an ending that's based in some form of reality, because she has experienced this, this whirlwind of this knowing about this galactic empire and these beings, because I can't even really call them people, these beings that have been living forever by farming humans.
Yeah.
And then at the end of it all, coming out of it, it's the simple things that make her happy, and it should be like the simple things in a person's life that makes them happy.
Yeah, and as I was telling my colleagues prior to recording, it's not like she can go to the world, like the UN, and say, "Oh, FYI, I am the inheritor of this planet. I rule it." Like,
yeah, she's gonna be in an insane asylum. And...
So it wouldn't so there's nothing she can really do. She can't claim anything.
No.
So that criticism kind of falls flat. It makes sense. What I think I would have liked if probably Jupiter Jones had not been an Earthling, but for example, she had been someone at a very banished to a far off planet, one of those refuse planets. And then they find her. I don't know.
Something I did like is that they are humans, they're not an alien race.
Yes,
right.
Which I thought was fun. I was like, oh, that's a little bit of a different take on it.
That's why I was also getting Dune vibes, although I would argue Dune is much better. But the fact that in Dune they're all people and they've just gone to different planets. We've evolved to some extent, and in this film it's the same thing. Yeah, there are aliens, there are robot-like people, but essentially the ruling houses, because I'm assuming there are others, just the Abraxas house is probably the more powerful of them. They're all people. They're just really long-lived people who are extremely highly technologically advanced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This movie is interesting because there's things in it where I'm like, but I always see the vision behind it, because Mila Kunis, I'm like, it's a little, I don't know, she doesn't really jive with sci-fi that well.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, make sense for the story. Like, a very grounded individual gets caught up in all of this. Granted, she goes along with it pretty easily. She asks, 5 questions.
I know. If it were me, I'd be like, having a slew of questions that needed answering and trying very hard not to freak out.
But I do think that also adds a certain charm. Like early on, they bring up Cinderella in a conversation, and it's, this movie is definitely drawing from like fairy tale structure. You get drawn into the magical other world where you have this amazing role and all that stuff.
I can see that for sure.
But so at the end of the day, I see the reason for the pick. Still kind of funny when she has to say Abraxas,
Oh yeah. And one of the funniest moments is like when she's going to get her title, her seal, and a bunch of other things. And the good thing is that if we ever colonize other planets or discover other planets, is that bureaucracy will always exist, and the government will just always be troublesome, and getting documents will always be a hassle. So that's good. That doesn't change people. In a galaxy far, far away, we still are dealing with that. And that was one of the funniest scenes in the film.
Hey, Lou. Hi, Lou.
Hello.
How was your meeting? Yeah? Eventful? Uh-oh.
So where are we?
We were talking about the bureaucracy.
I love that.
Yes.
I think that's like the coolest bit of the movie, because it's just like, I don't know, I think it's so cool to do a big space opera and then be like, okay, but also we're going to focus in on the legalities of things and the bylaws, because like even the whole bit with Titus marrying her, hysterical. I loved that sequence. I thought it was so fun, and how they're just like talking business, and she's read all the codes, and she's like, that's in violation of code 7/B-X.
Or even like at the end when he like shows her the thing, and she has to like sign it with her wrist and everything like that, and she's like, if I don't sign this, you won't be able to ever do anything to anyone on Earth. It's like, damn, I won't be able to. Like, they're very focused on the legal stuff. I really very much enjoyed that.
Very, very Star Wars prequels-y in that way. Like, I love those bits where all the Jedi are just sitting around talking about tax blockades.
Bureaucracy never ends.
No. And her line saying that I will never be mad about the DMV ever again is great.
Yeah, I also do love the robot guy that's like trying to streamline the process.
Starts to like short circuit up top.
And then like he says, I'm not programmed to do this, but like he slips like I don't know what the bill is to the guy in order to speed the process along. I thought was really funny.
That had a Terry Gilliam cameo at the end too, because they were riffing on Brazil.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that's a nice cameo.
Yeah, and I've also just been fangirling over Channing Tatum, because I just love him in this movie.
I think he should have barked. We didn't get
growled at least.
Oh,
growling would have been hot, but that's just
Oh, that probably would have taken me out of it though. Well, it depends how we would have done it.
Well, like kind of like when Killer Croc starts growling, like maybe he like growls back like.
You're
calling him Killer Croc. Oh yeah, he does look like Killer Croc.
I wish he was just going like constantly.
I also love like one of the worst lines is when he says, I have more in common with a dog than I have with you. Just, I love dogs. I've always loved dogs. I'm like, not sure that's what he wanted to hear.
Yeah.
But then she realized, she was like, I've always loved dogs. I love that.
I liked that in that scene, she's trying to basically seduce him.
Yes.
And he turns her down. And then they do the exact same scene, like 2 scenes later.
Yeah.
Where she's coming on to him again in the same
exact
exact way.
Channing Tatum.
Yeah.
No, but it's just funny because they're doing the same scene basically back to back.
Yeah.
And he turns her down in both scenes. It was kind of like they didn't need both of them, but they filmed both of them. And they were like, you know what, we're going to just put both in.
Yeah.
So you weren't a fan of her seduction process?
No, I just thought it was funny.
So what'd you think of Eddie Redmayne?
Oh, I couldn't stand him. I do like the What does he say? I create life, and I destroy it.
He rocked so hard.
His voice was getting to me a little bit, but he committed, man. He committed to that role.
He did commit.
You can
tell that he definitely committed to it.
He was all in.
Yeah.
That was probably his big break at the time, right? Like,
no, he was in the Stephen Hawking movie the year before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And
That Stephen Hawking movie's that old?
Yeah, he was in Les Mis too, apparently.
He was, yes.
Really? That was before this?
Yeah.
Yep.
Les Mis was 2012.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yep.
Wow.
Time flies, huh?
No kidding.
So what are your thoughts on the 3 primaries? Since we started with Eddie Redmayne.
The siblings.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lou was like, "Are we talking election?" No, like the.
I don't know. I mean, they were kind of like the least of my thoughts.
Oh.
They were there.
They were there.
They were fine. So I'm sure you guys have talked about most of this stuff already. So I'll be brief in my analysis. Acting is not good in this movie. The choreographed action is not very good in this movie. The plot is leaves a little bit to be desired.
I think jumpy is a good word to use.
All that being said, I kind of enjoyed it.
It's fun.
I was in it. I was like, yeah, exactly.
Well,
It was fun.
you definitely brought up points that we didn't mention. So talking about like the fight scene choreo. So
all right, so
if you had to compare, what would be like? This is what I'm expecting in a fight choreo, and this is why this didn't deliver.
The Matrix. This.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like,
keep it in the Wachowski world.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So like, he's leaving the doctor's office way at the beginning, right?
Yeah.
And they're just blasting lasers all over the place, and nothing's hitting anything. It's just, and he's just flying around on his skating boots or whatever he's doing.
I liked the boots. I thought they were fun.
His magic boots.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cheesy and corny to me. Again, I'm gonna say a lot of bad things. I actually really just had fun with this movie.
You found
and enjoyed
that Reddit review of it.
Oh.
That I think perfectly summarizes.
This not only perfectly summarizes it, I think it also perfectly summarizes my thoughts about the movie. Let me give the proper credit where it's due. This is by Perfect 1+9, 2 years ago. Posted this on Reddit. I just have to pull it up.
Great handle.
Yeah.
Also.
There should
Very
be
well
something we do, like at the end, post a Reddit or something review just to be funny. I think that'd be so cool if we did something like that.
So, Perfect 1+9.
Okay.
Says, so the main heading of the thread was that the plot is completely incomprehensible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, Perfect 1+9 says, you're saying all this like it's a bad thing. As a woman of refined tastes, I can assure you that this movie is actually perfect, and I would watch 10 to 20 sequels. Mila Kunis, who owns the Earth because she is somehow the genetic match of a space queen she never met, fights off that space queen's greedy children with the help of her loyal, hover boot-wearing, robot wings-having, half-dog friend Channing Tatum. He has the worst facial hair you've ever seen. At one point, she almost marries her genetic twin son. Her gown is fabulous. Eddie Redmayne goes out and alternates between screaming and whispering his lines. He has a lot of mommy issues and an army of flying dinosaurs. Sean Bean is there somehow, and get this, he lives. Everyone who says this movie isn't good doesn't understand that this movie transcends good and bad and become some new secret third thing. Viva the Wachowskis. I very much appreciated that.
I love that. That's
and I
fantastic.
think that echoes my sentiments. It's like even the bad stuff, you were just kind of like, it was so funny that you really didn't mind how bad it was.
Did anyone? So speaking of dialogue, because it does suffer quite a bit in this film. Can we talk about the opening when you meet Mila Kunis's parents? And
Sure.
the mom says, "What are you doing?" He goes, "What does he say? What does he say? Like, I'm looking up at the sky." It's like one of the weirdest lines that anyone would say to anyone. And I'm like, oh, this is bad. And it's just, he has all this dreamy-eyed look, and it doesn't really fit with the film. I can't even remember the opening line, but I just thought this is
her
bad.
father.
Yes.
Like right at the beginning.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's just really bad. And then all of a sudden they're married. And I'm like, okay, like, that happened.
Also, what were the guys looking for?
I have no idea.
You know?
Yeah, I didn't quite know.
Father just gets murdered,
Yeah.
and because they're looking for some kind of money, what's he involved with?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You know? We need a prequel, I think.
We need something.
Yeah.
Or we just need a remake where it's just better.
And I don't understand why she smuggled herself out of Russia in a shipping container.
I don't
why not?
know.
I don't know. Like that was kind of weird to me too. But
It's hard to immigrate.
no, I'm not saying it's easy. But I'm just saying like that's what made me want to feel okay. Well, what's going on? Like why did they break into the house? Like what is she involved with?
Yeah.
That she's crossing the ocean in a shipping. That's what I'm like.
I think maybe the implications it's just like, like a local mob. Just
Yeah.
Oh,
just,
okay.
See,
but those are the kinds of things I want to know.
We need more.
We need more detail.
We need more Wachowskis.
Yeah. We need the sequel. No. Or the prequel.
Or we just need a better movie.
Jupiter
Probably.
Ascendant.
Yeah. I like it.
Oh, and also Jupiter Ascending.
Yeah, what about
Does she really ascend? Though?
Well, no, it's an astrology joke.
Yeah.
Well,
In the beginning, she gives like her signs, and then
I
then
got
she's
that
like,
too, but I
yeah.
thought there might have been also a deeper meaning.
well, she ascended to the throne.
Yeah, but she doesn't really claim it.
But
She-
Okay, never mind.
She extended. You're
thinking,
doing
never
one of
mind.
those things where you're overthinking it.
she's
So
still
I
a
know.
queen. Like,
Yeah.
What does owning the Earth mean? Because she still is cleaning toilets at the end of the movie.
So it means that within the alternate society she's in, she is a queen, but within regular Earth society.
Because there's no way for her to claim
Yeah.
it. She can't go to the UN or the world and say, "By the way, I own the Earth."
Yeah,
Why not?
Is she really going to do a hostile takeover of every nation?
Imagine.
No.
What if they ended like that?
No.
That would have been, with Dogman by her side, that would have been nice.
That whole her flying away on the boots thing too at the end. Wasn't that very Spider-Man-esque? Like,
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't do a freeze frame of them just flying by.
I almost thought at first he was going to carry her, which I thought would have been more romantic. And I was like, oh, she has the hover boots too. Okay, never mind. I was just happy he got his wings back. Did Sean Bean get his too?
Probably.
It
Although
wasn't.
he betrayed them, so who knows? I mean,
Yeah.
But for the right reasons.
Well, yeah.
They had him executed.
Betray them for the right reasons. Yeah, that.
So what does she
review,
do?
though,
Does she go away for the weekend and be like, okay, see a family, I'm gonna go away for the weekend, and then she actually goes to her throne and lives luxuriously? And
Where
stuff
is
like
her throne though?
that? I don't know.
No,
Where is
yeah,
it
she
based?
just lives on Earth.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
just lives her life.
Because there's a
on
bit
Earth.
where they come to her in the night, and she's just in Sean Bean's farmhouse. Yeah.
Williams Farmhouse.
Really? Did I miss that?
I might have missed that too.
I thought I remembered that. I don't know, but they were in a normal house. And,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's just a matter of she is involved in this stuff now.
But
Oh,
nothing
okay.
changes in her life though.
No.
No, except that she finds
still
new
has to
perspective.
clean toilets.
But she appreciates the small things,
Yeah,
and she has a
Channing
sexy,
And she
Dog
has Channing
man.
There
Tatum.
you go.
She is Dogman.
and they fly together. That's awesome.
But no, it's everyone on Earth is getting their memory wiped of anything crazy. So
Yeah, true. And watching it, I totally missed the dog thing. I was like, why is Channing Tatum an elf the whole time? And then Joe had to tell me no, he's half wolf. And I was like, I missed that line.
okay, so he was based off of Toto.
Oh,
Really?
That's awesome.
oh, please don't
Wow.
tell me that
From
now.
the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, we were like, can we bring a different kind of female character like Dorothy or Alice? Characters who negotiate conflict in complex situations with intelligence and empathy. yes, Dorothy has a protector, Toto, who's always barking at everyone. And that was sort of the origin of Cain.
Awesome.
I know, because
The fierce
they did
protector, Toto.
go into this with the intention of, like, she's not just going to be, like, the standard female action movie hero, where it's just a man played by a woman, where it's like, oh, she's going to shoot everybody and punch her way out of situations.
I get that.
Where it's like, okay, she's going to go into this and, like, negotiate.
But that makes more sense. Not to insult the men in the room, but that's a very woman thing to do. Women negotiating first, using fisticuffs at the very last resort. So that makes a lot of sense.
Don't most people negotiate first rather than
I'm talking about with male
within films.
Yes. If you let me get okay, fine. I will rephrase. Within the film
Die
universe.
Hard. You're not gonna see John McCain trying to
John McClane.
McClane, excuse me.
That would have been. I'm just imagining John McCain in Die Hard now. I'm sorry.
Awesome. That's what I meant. Like, with action heroes, mostly they're men. They're very different in their behavior. So it makes sense that as a woman, she would not be, like, behaving as a man would.
Also, you can't negotiate with them. They were terrorists trying to steal.
Pick another film so he can.
Trying to steal.
Trying to steal.
What were they even trying to steal?
I think there was a
Money.
bunch of money in there.
There was some money in the
Honestly,
vault.
pretty low stakes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or like John Wick.
I love that part in
I don't
The
even
Dark
know that-
Knight Rises where Tom Hardy takes Glenn Powell, and Glenn Powell's like, "There's no
Glenn
money
Powell's
here."
in that movie?
Yeah, he has like
What?
2 lines. He like takes Glenn Powell, and Glenn Powell's like, "This is the stock exchange. There's no money here." And Tom Hardy's like, "Well, what are you doing here?" And then he bashes his head into the table. That's kind of what it reminds me of a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So that makes
I don't know
sense.
what we were talking about.
Like
Negotiation.
Yeah.
that
But
Channing
yeah.
Tatum is the. It's just that now that he's
the
modeled after
Toto.
Toto, it's.
That's so cool.
That is actually really cool.
I guess so.
I also didn't understand the, was it Catherine Dunleavy stuff? I don't understand why Mila Kunis needed to pretend to be her friend to sell her eggs to Simon.
It's because she's undocumented. That's why.
Oh.
Right. She is. Oh. I watched this film twice. That's so sad. Okay.
She does start by saying, like, she's an illegal alien. or
Yeah.
something.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
she's
yeah.
like,
yeah.
I am an alien, and
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
Interesting.
yeah, it didn't click for me until just now. But I was like, oh, that's why.
Yeah. Did her friend know? I don't
No,
think so. Right?
no, yeah.
Yeah. Also, I had forgotten that when her cousin is talking to her about the plan to make this money, I had forgotten that he was like to harvest her eggs. Not harvest. That's not the right word.
It
It
is.
is
Yeah.
to harvest her eggs, and she says,
think
"Well,
you
why
should
do I
donate."
only get this much? They're my eggs." And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, why is
Yeah.
he getting, like, what did he get,
Yeah,
10% and she gets 5%? Who's getting the other 90%?
No, he gets 10K, she gets 5.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Also, that was bad math, 85%. Yeah. But, okay, that's what he said. All right. Yeah, why would he get more?
Yeah, I don't
She
know.
should just pocket it all.
Exactly.
Can you really get that much for your eggs?
Yes.
My goodness.
Yes, you can.
Let's get some eggs.
I also did love too how her uncle, how he stands up for, because at first you think he's like a scumwad or whatever, but I like how he says like, you don't do
Scumwad, that's a new one.
whatever.
Yeah, Vasily, I liked him.
Yeah, he goes, you don't do that to your
Yeah,
cousin.
you don't treat your cousin like a chicken.
Yeah, she's not chicken. Like I love that part. Yeah, she's like, she's not chicken.
I
love
like that
that.
they all banded together.
Yeah.
and got
Yeah.
her
Yeah.
the-
That was nice with
the
the
telescope.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that
she's like,
that
I
was
have a date, and they're like, what?
yes.
And ironically, too, like, she doesn't even need the telescope anymore.
Yeah, because she can just go.
Yeah.
Oh
She can
right.
just
Yeah.
make Channing Tatum.
But that's really sweet, though, that they still chipped in together
Yeah.
to get
It
her
was
the
nice.
telescope.
Because she can look at her on the days where she can't go in a spaceship and,
Uh-huh.
and go there. That's the awesome part. Like I would love to be able to do that, to visit other worlds like on a weekend and then just come back and like live my normal life. That'd be so
Yeah,
awesome.
this is. It,
You don't want to drive to Beacon, you know what I mean? Like,
I didn't
But
say
you get on a spaceship and
I
go
didn't
to
say
another planet?
I didn't say I'd be the one driving it. Someone else would be navigating the spaceship, which
That's true. I guess she's she's the queen. Like, she's not driving the ship.
Yes.
But no, like I said earlier, I don't think it was recorded, but it does have a very like paperback,
Yes.
like sci-fi fantasy feel, where it's just like a lot of this is wish fulfillment-y. It's like, oh yeah, you go into this world and you're special and good and
thank you. Wish fulfillment, Lou.
Yeah, and you have a sexy boyfriend who's a dog, and you can go to space on the weekend. But yeah, no, it just has that feel, like it moves very fast. And yeah, I appreciate this movie.
Oh, I just thought too. That just came into my head because knowing now that she's like a Dorothy Toto thing, the winged monkeys, and his wings.
Yeah,
he's also one of the winged monkeys.
No, I think the monkeys are really the
the
lizards.
dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Oh, they're the winged monkeys.
The flying monkeys.
Yeah, the winged monkeys.
They're flying monkeys, Simona.
Whatever. Like,
so whatever, me.
Oh, so it's the dinosaurs are the flying monkeys. Okay.
Yeah.
Those are very cool, though.
They were fun. I liked them.
Yeah.
I like the one elephant guy in the spaceship toward the end.
Oh yeah, right. And doesn't he too?
I think
doesn't he go like?
Yeah, I don't know why he had to be an elephant.
Whatever it's called. He does a little elephant thing. That was kind of cute. I do like that one. Yeah. Cute little elephant man. And there was the mouse girl who was also wasn't she also in Game of Thrones? The mouse-eared girl?
I don't know. I didn't recognize her.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't recognize her either.
The one that throws Channing Tatum in the cell?
Yes.
That one?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I could be wrong. Never mind.
You know, the little boy, for a minute I was like, is that Glenn?
But it's
not.
No, he was never in anything else. That was just Matthew Weiner's son.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Also, like, so the cousin, he said he already spent the money. Oh, like maybe he used like credit cards or something like that.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, like, does he owe somebody money now? Like what is? It's an odd thing to be like that concerned about. Also, he was like freaking out, like, you know, I don't know. He was a weird cousin. You gotta watch out for cousins like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I do really love that Reddit review though.
Oh, it was wonderful. Yeah, I couldn't stop laughing when I read it.
We want to do our ratings?
Sure.
I'll about lead off.
What are we rating it out of?
Totos?
Sure.
Yeah. Sure.
So the part of me that's going to rate this as a movie, as something of a piece of art, a piece of work, is going to give this like a 2 out of 5 because it's not very well. It's not a very good movie.
No, and it wasn't very well executed.
However, the other part of me that can see its effort and its heart and how much I enjoyed watching it is going to give it a 4.5 out of 5. Because I guess what's 4.5 divided by 2?
2.5.
2.75.
Yeah.
No, that's too low.
It would be 2.25.
2.25, right? Even lower. That's too low. I'm going to give this a solid 3.5 out of 5. It's a fun movie. It's a good time. Don't take it too seriously. Just enjoy the ride. And, yeah. Yeah, I think, along with the Reddit reviewer, this movie transcends a rating. But if you're twisting my arm, 4 out of 5.
All right. Well, this movie was still painful for me to watch a second time. I had a lot of issues with it, though I did laugh at a lot of parts just for the sheer ridiculousness of it. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 Totos.
Oh, that's very generous. I'm giving it 2, and that's just because of Channing Tatum.
You didn't even enjoy the ride?
I mean, there were fun moments. Okay, fine.
Like,
maybe,
it's not a good
maybe
movie.
like 3. I'll be generous and give it 3, but that's because of Channing Tatum.
All right. I'm giving it 3.5. My argument is that this movie does succeed on the grounds it set out on. It's like this is wish fulfillment sci-fi. This is fun and goofy and campy, and there's going to be 10 ideas per minute. And you know what? I like it. It's not the best, but it's a fun movie.
Yeah, I don't know. There was just something about it. It just
the Wachowskis have a lot of heart in their stuff.
Have I redeemed myself from Bubble?
No. I don't think you'll ever redeem yourself from Bubble, Simona.
Okay, that's fair.
Bubble was bad.
All right, so that concludes our bad movie series. As always, like, subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye, everyone.